Happy Jesus and Judy Day. It's a good day. I'm really sleepy. I'm still kind of food hungover from Friday night. But we're making it, y'all. We are making it. Have a good day. Hello. So today's Sunday, and I was kind of thinking about how, with focusing on the intermittent fasting. I know I really ate in an intermittent fasting way. But the difference of what I did and what I'm hearing that a person should do is that, the point is to keep your insulin low. And so by me drinking the different drinks that, always adding my flavor enhancers that have artificial sugars in it. It's not that I'm anti-artificial sugars, but what I'm trying to do is during those 16 hours of not eating, I'm trying to just have everything with my meals. So maybe I will have, like last night, I added some of my flavor enhancers in my water with my electrolytes. And at lunch, I always have my GHUs, which has the sweeteners in it. And I ain't giving that up in my salad dressing. So I'm just trying to use, because I'm not going to lie, I didn't drink just plain water. Not at all. The only time I drank plain water was during my 2 years of carnivore. Other than that, when I left carnivore, that's whenever I started adding in my flavor enhancers to water all day long. So, even though I had that kind of window of when I was eating, I was also getting other things that I hear can raise insulin. So I'm going to tell you guys, I researched my tail off before I started this weight loss journey 5 years ago. I researched all the channels, all the people we talk about. I joined different Facebook groups. I joined I follow different people on YouTube. I researched my tail off. The thing I did not research my tail off was in intermittent fasting, because I can't think of that term. It disturbs my inner binge eater. So now that I'm kind of dabbling with this intermittent fasting thing, if I'm going to do it, I really want to try to do it right. I know I ate early yesterday, but I did what I could. And so I ate terrible Friday night. So Saturday, I needed to start off eating. I just needed to. But then I made sure I pushed back my supper, which killed me, to about 4:30. But anyway, so for today, I always take these protein coffees with me to church, because I know it's like 1 o'clock before Mom and I actually eat. And so, but what I'm going to do to stay true to this experiment. So like I said, so back to what I was saying. So I'm not watching all the videos right now. I love that you guys are giving me advice, so I'm taking your advice. Like I said, I researched my tail off. I'm tired of researching. The videos I watch are lighthearted and fun. I'm not looking to hone my skills right now. It's just where I'm at mentally, okay? Mentally, I'm not looking to hone my skills. So I'm satisfied with the weight that I've lost, and I'm satisfied with what I learned doing that way. So the videos I watch are more about, people's daily lives. I like those kind of videos. So anyway, I'm not going to go researching the intermittent fasting videos. Again, just hearing that stuff kind of gives me a little anxiety. So I'm not going to do it. But what I do love is that you all do. And I love that I can grow and build off your knowledge. So I'm taking the information that you all give me, and I'm growing and learning from you guys, because like I said, I don't want to go spend my time watching those videos. I'm just out of research mode. So I'm loving what you all teach me. So anyway, so for today, because I got done eating about 6 o'clock, this is my protein coffee. And I will not start sipping on that till 10. So at 10 o'clock, I'll start sipping on it, which will be about 16 hours. Isn't that what I said? 6 p.m., 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'll be 16 hours. So I'm going to hold off sipping on that until church starts, and it starts at 10 o'clock. So I'm going to head on over towards church now, and I'll just carry it with me, and that'll be good. So that's my game plan. So that way I can still say and stay, sugar or sweetener free. So, all right. I love you guys. Bye. It's been so long since I've done something like eat at a Chinese buffet, or usually when I go out to eat, I get meat and veggies or meat. I don't usually eat the rolls. I don't usually eat the sugary things, but I was like, why do I feel this way yesterday and today? And I finally realized, so Suzanne at work, she's very healthy, and she ate the meal that was provided to us at our meeting. And then she's like, oh, I feel like I have a hangover. She's like, whenever I eat bad, I feel like I have a hangover for a couple days. And I was, what? But I thought, well, I don't know. I don't eat bad. I have half a piece of cake and I get hyper, and then I kind of feel run down the rest of that night, but it doesn't go into the next day and the next day. So today is Sunday. I ate out the Chinese buffet on Saturday. So I'm guessing that that's what's going on. I am so lethargic and so sleepy right now. It's 8:55, 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I literally could kick this car seat back and take a nap. It's very interesting. I haven't felt this ran down in a long time. But in using her words, because I ate so off plan, I'm wondering if that's what it is. I mean, like I said, I eat random little things off plan, but it's something like peanuts or extra cheese or, I don't know, stuff like that. But it's not things like sauces and and I didn't do terrible, but still, I did definitely eat more than what I usually do. So anyway, all right, I love you people. I'm hoping I can stay awake. I'll be glad that I'm drinking my coffee during church. Ay, ay, ay. We're at church. It is 9:45. I have started drinking my coffee, so I'm 15 minutes early. But that's our stage. That's us. 20 days of prayers and fasting. You all can watch my church. The link is in the description of this video. Our pastor is really, really good. His name is Chris Vaught. But yeah, so go to the description of my video and you can see my pastor talk. He's just down to earth, not judgy. He's a real guy. What up, homie? How you doing? He got done a little early today. It is, what time is it? 11:28. So I've had some cheese. Uh-oh, where's my paper? Oh, no. Oh, I had some cheese, and I had a couple bites of Mom's pimento cheese, so no nuts. I'll check back in after I'm all done. The series we're doing right now is called Intentional Homes. And so today he asked if they could go anywhere, where would it be? And I'm like, home. He said, if you can go anywhere right now, where would it be? Home. That's always going to be my answer. I have made my home into my, it's like my happy place with the dogs, my stuff, and just, I don't know, home is my happy place. I'd rather do a homecation, a staycation, than go to a bunch of places. But anyway, so then he answered, he said, home, he read a quote, home is the dearest place on earth. Home should be the dearest place on earth, nearest to heaven. Then he read Psalm 128, verse 1-6. How happy is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. You will surely eat what your hands have worked for. He had to circle these words that I'm like, You will be happy, and it will go well for you. Your wife will be a fruitful vine within your house. Your children like young olive trees around your table. In this very way, the man who fears the Lord will be blessed. May the Lord bless you from Zion, so that you will see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life, and will see your children's children. Peace be with Israel. And so we are grafted in. So this was to Israel, but we are grafted in. So I read that, and then it said we need to follow God's recipe of joy for the Lord. Oh, God's recipe. Because joy for the Lord. So he had to circle the words, which was happy, eat, happy, fruitful, all those happy words. He said, and so he talked about all those words about happy and blessed, and if we have joy in the Lord. So he said that fear, then he talked about fear. And he said, those who fear the Lord, it leads to action. We walk in his ways and to be happy with joy. So he said that fear in the Bible is to hold awe and reverence and obedience. He said that, some people fear something because they're afraid of that thing. But for us, we need to be awe and reverence and obedience to the Lord, because God is holy, he's just, he's good, he's sinless. And we need to do it because we love him, not of fear of punishment. He said, God has our backs and will fight for us. So he said, the joy of the Lord, it lightens our life. It brings peace, encouragement, and laughter. And then he talked about leisure, and he said leisure is not a luxury. Leisure is a necessity. We need to give ourselves permission to relax and enjoy the family. He said even God took the seventh day off. And then he talked about people, that work hard, like 7 days a week, or that don't spend time with their family. He talked about how, when you take your kid to the park, or whenever you play with your kid's always like, that's the best day ever. So it was a lot about passing our love of God on to the next generation. He said, B. Let me find B. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 12 to 13. I know that there is nothing better for them than to rejoice and enjoy the good life. It is also the gift of God whenever anyone eats, drinks, and enjoys all his efforts. And number 2, the joy of the Lord, it lifts up our spirits. So then he goes on to talk about how the comparison of the olive tree in the children. And he said an olive tree he talked about how olive trees are precious. And he said back then in the biblical times, they called it the olive oil was the elixir of the gods. He said it takes 7 years for the olive tree to just make berries, but 15 years to make fresh fruit. And so so for us, shaping the worldview of children bears fruit till old age. Oh, no. Yeah. Anyway, he said in Crete, wherever that country is, or wherever, there is an olive tree that they feel is 4,000 years old. Hang on just a second. Okay, so he said that the olive trees will bear fruit until their old age. So it said in Crete, the oldest tree he talked about, they believe, is 4,000 years old. And it's bearing olives right now. So he said on the healthiest trees, the seeds fall and they graft to the roots of the original olive tree. of nearby trees. So and so that's how that's how the new trees grow. So the seed falls, it works down to the roots of the original olive tree or a nearby olive tree, and that is how it grows, and it feeds off of the life of the old olive tree. And so he said, in other words, young kids needs adult wisdom. And we need to invest our lives in the next generation to break the generational curse. We don't said a lot of times people say, I'll let my kids figure out on their own. He said, no, we don't need to let our kids figure it out on their own. Proverbs 22 verse 6, start a youth out on his way. Even when he grows old, he will not depart on it. So he talked about how we need to lean into a child in whichever way they're bent and help guide them up. So, if they're bent this way, I know that people like to say kids aren't born mean. Yeah, they're born selfish. They want to have tantrums. They want to eat what tastes good. They want to, mine. Kids are born with a sinful heart. So as adults, we need to see which way they're leaning and help straighten up that, their trunk. So I know people, we do say babies are precious and whatnot, but we are born into sin, and that's just how it is. We are born sinners. So as adults, we need to say, okay, well, is that child leaning towards stealing? Is that child leaning towards hitting or biting? Those are just things that children do. So as adults, we need to steer them away from those sinful things. That way we can make sure that they grow up straight as possible. I mean, we all have crooks and bends and stuff in us, but growing towards heaven. So that's number 3. The joy of the Lord leads to a legacy. And he said, as an olive tree matures, it dies on the inside, like when they're ready to die. And so he said, but first, or they die on the inside, and then the last years, it drops new shoots, and those shoots grow up off of their roots. And young trees grow up. And he said that those young shoots protect the old tree from the winds so that it dies with dignity. And then later on, you can see a legacy of the grove of trees that came up from the roots of the old tree that died. And so life is not about our past, but how we live today and how our home is. Do we smile with love and serve Jesus? He said we need to be breaking the generational curse and make sure that, we have a home full of love and the joy of the Lord. So the big takeaway, the joy in our homes starts with Christ in our heart. So that's what we learned today. So it's Jesus and Judy Day. So I'll see if we're going to go eat with Judy. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet. We'll see. But so far, like I said, I drank some of my protein shake about 9:45, and I finished it off at church. I'm starving. I had, like I said, a couple. Her pieces of cheese are like about that big and like about that thin, maybe that thin. So anyway, I had a couple pieces of those, and then 2 bites of her pimento cheese, and it is 11:40. So she should be coming in pretty soon. She goes to Lutheran church, and they're pretty strict, man. You get done in an hour, or you might get booed off the podium. I'm just teasing, not really. But all right, bye. Hey, also, we had communion today. I don't know if you want to know it or need to know it, but we had communion today. Got my girl with me today. So today I got my chopped steak, and I've got some slaw and broccoli. Mama got a burger and some okra, and she's about to throw down, guys. We're about to throw down. Hey, so supper time. I have 2, they're chopped steak from Walmart. I mean, not tonight, but anyway, I went to Walmart, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and there was a bunch of yellow stickers, and your girl did some serious yellow stickering. Let's see what I think. Oh, that's like definitely well, not even medium to it. Now I got one slice of pork belly, but it's cut into 2 strips. 3 eggs and 5 tomatoes. So my mama is having surgery on her thumb this week. She's had it before. She had it last year on her other hand. Bless her heart. She must be prone to trigger fingers. She's had one on her right finger. I don't remember if it was on her right hand. I don't remember if it was a ring finger or her middle finger. But anyway, so she had surgery on that hand 2 different times already. She had 1 and 2.5 knee surgeries. It's like they did one, and then a couple years later they were going back into the other one and replacing that knee. But then on the other one, they wanted to go scrape out some of the inflammation in there. She was getting arthritis in there already. Her friend said she's going to be a bionic woman. Anyway, so I've kind of started preparations for that. It's not yet, but it takes time to get all that stuff together. Because I got to pack up the dog stuff and I always bag up their meals. I've shown y'all before. I bag up the meals individually so that way all they have to do is at mealtime pour out the little baggie. Oh, man. And then they don't have to do any thinking, And I'll send their pills. I can't pack all that up yet, though. But I can pack their food up way ahead of time. I can pack it 2 weeks ahead of time. That's all right. Because it doesn't, it's just dry food. I had a good day with Judy. I come home early. So that I could start packing. Weekends are best to pack, and to be quite honest, I'd forgotten about packing up until I was at her house. I'm like, oh yeah. Like today it'll be way easier to pack more than like Wednesday or Thursday night after I've been working all day, So that's what I did. I come home and I started packing up the stuff. Of course, a lot of that stuff you can't pack till the morning of, like your makeup and stuff. But you can pack socks and underwear. Unless you're down to your last pair and you need to do laundry. That's a whole different issue. That's really all I got for you. Hang on. My creamy tonight is caramel keto chow, half caramel keto chow, and half peanut butter equip. Ooh, that's good. That's real good. Yeah, buddy. I shouldn't take a bite of that yet. Man, that's good. I'm going to be like, who are you people? I don't know you people. I want to get on to my creamy. No, not before I have my meat. Anyway, that's my supper. There's about that much. I've used this and I've spread it out 3 different times. So, about that much, and then I got electrolytes in it. No nuts today. I'm so proud of myself. No nuts today. So I did chew some gum, but it was during, once I started drinking my my coffee. So once my window was open, I had chewed some gum. Oh. That's all I know. I know I'm going to eat. And then get on with my list and figuring out my list and see what I want to take to Mom's and all that good stuff. So I'm kind of, hang on. Oh, I thought I heard the dogs barking. When I was at my mom's house today, my, well, I got oil all over this. Anyway, when I was at Mom's today, I got a thing, an alert that something was going on outside my house, outside the side of my house. Like, dadgum squirrels. So I opened it up to look. I'm like, I see a little wagging tail. I'm like, uh-oh. So I look again. Another one went off in a different spot. It was my next door neighbor, Ruby. Their dog, Ruby. So I texted my neighbor and her husband. I didn't know who was home because I tried calling both of them. Nobody answered. And I was like, hey, I think Ruby's over in my yard. The dog door's closed, so my dogs aren't out there. But I just wanted to let you know. I said, unless somebody dumped off a dog, and now I got a fifth dog. So they got her in. It was just cute because I'm like, oh, little Ruby. She's just a dadgum cute, you know, little little beagle. She's just a little beagle. And her little is just so cute. Your lose is like, boo. But she's got this little, it just cracks me up. It's so different. I mean, obviously they're different kinds of dogs, but still. She is a beagle and Lou's a big old hound. So, all right, well, I'm going to finish and I will talk to you people later. Get one more bite before I even mess with y'all.